Hello, in this episode, I'm going to ask IELTS speaking questions from Cambridge IELTS 17 Test 1. My name is Mehdi. What's your name, please?
My name is John.
Where are you from?
I'm from London, England.
Okay, in this first part, I'm going to ask you some questions about history. What did you study in history lessons when you were at school?
During my school years, history lessons primarily focused on British history, spanning from the medieval times through to the modern era. We studied significant events like the Battle of Hastings, the Tudor period, and the Industrial Revolution. Additionally, we touched upon global history, particularly the World Wars, and the impact of colonialism, which helped us understand how these events shaped contemporary society both in the UK and around the world.
Did you enjoy studying history at school?
Yes, I quite enjoyed studying history at school. It was fascinating to learn how past events and figures shaped our present world. Understanding the context of significant historical events, like the signing of the Magna Carta or the reforms during the Victorian era, helped me appreciate the complexities of political and social developments. Moreover, history lessons were often discussion-based, which made them interactive and engaging. These discussions allowed us to explore different perspectives and debates, making the subject more dynamic and relevant.
How often do you watch TV programs about history now?
I watch history programs quite regularly, perhaps a couple of times a month. I find them to be a valuable source of information that complements my reading. Documentaries and historical dramas offer a visual and narrative perspective that can bring historical events and eras to life in a way that books and articles sometimes cannot. They also often highlight lesser-known stories or details that I might not come across otherwise. This visual and narrative approach not only enriches my understanding, but also keeps my interest in history alive and vibrant.
What period in history would you like to learn more about?
I would be particularly interested in learning more about the Renaissance period, spanning from the 14th to the 17th century. This era fascinates me because it was a time of profound intellectual, cultural, and artistic rebirth in Europe, emerging from the Middle Ages. The Renaissance sparked monumental developments in art, with figures like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, who redefined the standards and scope of artistic achievement. Additionally, it was a period of significant scientific progress and philosophical thought, which laid the groundwork for modern science and humanism. Learning more about this period would give deeper insights into how it shaped contemporary Western thought and culture.
Okay, in this second part, I'm going to give you a topic and you will have to talk about this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Describe the neighborhood you lived in when you were a child. You can start speaking when you're ready.
The neighborhood I grew up in was located in the suburban areas of London, nestled away from the bustling city center, but still accessible by public transport. It was a tranquil residential area characterized by rows of semi-detached houses with modest gardens, often filled with the chatter and laughter of children playing. The community was a melting pot of middle-class families, many of whom had lived there for generations. You would find a diverse mix of people, including retirees who cherished the area's peace, young families drawn by the reputable local schools, and professionals commuting to the city. It was common for neighbors to know each other well, often stopping to chat or help out with small tasks. This close-knit atmosphere made it a warm and secure place to grow up. Living there as a child was quite idyllic. The streets were safe enough for biking and games like street cricket. There were ample parks and green spaces where friends and I would spend entire afternoons. Local events like the annual summer fair or the Christmas market were eagerly anticipated and fostered a strong sense of community. Reflecting on whether I would like to live in that neighborhood in the future, I feel a deep sense of nostalgia and fondness for it. However, my career and lifestyle preferences now lean towards living closer to urban centers where I can access a broader range of cultural and professional opportunities. While I cherish my childhood memories there, I believe my current and future needs would be better met in a more dynamic environment.
Okay, you have talked about the neighborhood you lived in when you were a child. Now, in this third part, I'm going to ask you some more general questions related to the same topic. Let's talk about neighbors. What sort of things can neighbors do to help each other?
Neighbors can support each other in various meaningful ways, such as offering to watch each other's homes while one is away, sharing meals during times of need, or lending tools and household items. Organizing community events or cleanup days helps strengthen bonds and improve the local environment. On a more personal level, neighbors can assist each other with childcare, pet sitting, or simply providing companionship, especially to the elderly or those living alone. These acts of kindness not only make day to day life more convenient, but also foster a sense of community and mutual trust.
How well do people generally know their neighbors in your country?
In my country, the United Kingdom, the extent to which people know their neighbors often varies significantly based on the type of area: urban, suburban, or rural. In rural communities, where populations are smaller and change is less frequent, residents tend to know each other quite well and often have strong, supportive relationships. Suburban areas generally have a moderate level of community interaction. Many people might know their immediate neighbors or participate in local events, but relationships can be more reserved compared to rural settings. In contrast, urban environments, particularly in large cities like London, often see less interaction among neighbors due to the fast-paced lifestyle and the transient nature of residents. However, there are exceptions in tightly knit communities or apartment buildings where efforts are made to foster neighborliness.
How important do you think it is to have good neighbors?
Having good neighbors is incredibly important and can significantly enhance one's quality of life. Good neighbors contribute to a supportive, friendly community environment where individuals feel connected, secure, and valued. They can offer practical help in times of need, such as looking after a property during absences or providing immediate assistance in emergencies. Moreover, positive relationships with neighbors can lead to a more enjoyable daily environment, reducing conflicts and increasing feelings of well-being. In essence, good neighbors can transform a simple residence into a true home, fostering a sense of belonging and community that enriches lives.
Now let's talk about facilities in cities. Which facilities are most important to people living in cities?
For people living in cities, several facilities are particularly important to ensure a high quality of life. Efficient public transportation is crucial, allowing residents to commute and access different parts of the city conveniently and affordably. Green spaces like parks and recreational areas are also vital, offering essential respite from the urban environment and spaces for exercise and leisure. Accessible healthcare and educational facilities are fundamental, ensuring residents receive necessary services and opportunities for personal and professional development. Additionally, well-maintained public safety measures such as police presence and emergency services are crucial for ensuring a safe living environment. Finally, amenities like shops, restaurants, and cultural venues enhance urban living by providing convenience and enriching the social fabric of city life.
How does shopping in small local shops differ from shopping in large city center shops?
Shopping in small local shops versus large city center shops offers a markedly different experience. Small local shops typically provide a more personal touch, with shopkeepers often knowing their customers by name and offering individualized service. These shops may specialize in unique, locally sourced, or handmade products that aren't available in larger stores. The atmosphere in small shops tends to be more intimate and less hurried. On the other hand, large city center shops offer a wide variety of products under one roof, making them convenient for one-stop shopping. These stores often have longer opening hours and may provide more competitive pricing due to their scale. However, the shopping experience can feel impersonal and the environment more chaotic, especially during peak times. Large stores are more likely to be part of national or international chains and focus on volume and efficiency, which can detract from the personal shopping experience that small local shops are known for.
Do you think that children should always go to the school nearest to where they live?
While attending the nearest school can offer practical benefits like reduced travel time and the convenience of being close to home, it's not always the best option for every child. The quality of education, the specific needs of the child, and the school's resources and ethos should also be considered. Some schools might have specialized programs that better align with a child's interests or academic needs, such as advanced science programs, arts integration, or special education support that the nearest school might not offer. Additionally, the social environment and extracurricular offerings can significantly impact a child's educational experience and personal development. Therefore, while proximity is an important factor, it should not be the sole determinant in choosing a school. Parents and guardians should consider a range of factors to ensure that the school they choose can provide the best overall educational experience for their child.
Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test. Now, if you're watching this as an IELTS candidate, and if you have any questions about IELTS speaking test, make sure to write your questions in the comment section below, and we'll be happy to answer them in a few hours. Happy learning, and see you in the next one.